Good morning. Happy Sunday, November 14th. I've got my breakfast, 4 bottles of water for me, 1 bottle of water for Mary. Oh, windy. I will drink 4 bottles of water before I get home from church. Let's go to church. Good morning. Happy November 14th. I already said that, didn't I? Out in the driveway. I want to show you my breakfast, and I want you to see. I'm sitting here in the fellowship hall. Church is about to begin. The girls are in their little Sunday school class. I want to show you. I took a picture of my breakfast, but the I'm embarrassing myself here. I took a picture of my breakfast, but there was calf bottles, toilet paper, and a dirty dish rag in my way, in my favorite spot where the natural light from the window comes in the kitchen. You'll see I went ahead and took the pictures anyways. Here's my breakfast. So it's just us girls after lunch. The boys are busy doing different things, hanging out with the family that's in town. And my husband at the last minute could not come with us because he unexpectedly didn't feel so good.
And guess what? We're the only ones at church in this family.
Yeah. We had a lot of room in the pew today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Greg ate too many grapes.
So we usually have 7, and now we have 3. What?
Anyways, it's just us girls. I gave them the option of going out to lunch in these cute little outfits or going home for lunch.
To tell Mama. Claire's 7 because there's 7 people in the family, and I'm 5 because there's 5 kids in the family.
Well, that's really cool. Claire's 7 and there's 7 of us in the family, and Mary's 5 and there's 5 kids. Anyways, they chose Mexican. So here I am, and I'm gonna have a yellow square meal, which is fajitas, chip salsa, and some cheese dip. And I'm looking forward to talking to you all in a little bit about some data that I gathered. I'm officially weighing again with good reason. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Check out these pretty Christmas decorations. The girls wanted to sit by the window so they could sit by the decorations. Okay, let's chat. Let's chat about data and weighing. I'm officially weighing again. Up until this point, I have always weighed on Tuesday mornings. I am now going to weigh on Sunday mornings, and I think that's going to work out so well for me because Tuesday mornings, a lot of times I'm up late and then up early, and I'm not going to get an accurate weight on the scale if I have not gotten a good night's sleep. For a lot of different reasons, we lose a pound or 2 in those last couple hours of sleeping. For one thing, because our body has time to process everything that we ate and drank the day before, and we can wake up, if we've given it enough time while we're sleeping to do just that, we can wake up and get a whole lot of that out before we weigh. If we weigh after 4 hours of sleep or 5 hours of sleep, we're not going to have that accurate data. So on Sunday mornings, I can sleep a little later, ease into the day, get a good solid weight, record it, and have that information, have that data helping me to gauge whether or not I am in weight, whether or not I'm losing weight. And I officially want to know that because I'm very excited to be back in weight loss mode. It is most definitely time for me. I've discerned that, I've prayed about it, and it's exciting to me because that lets me know that I'm through a season. Yes, we're about to remodel, and they're doing so much outside right now. They're doing so much on the outside of the house. That addition and that porch up there. But here pretty soon they're going to be inside the house, and that will be chaotic, but it'll also be exciting, and there'll probably be a lot that happens quickly. That'll be hectic. But nothing like it has been with me writing sermons week after week, and then putting that book together. But so I'm excited to just have moved through that season, and where I was getting lots of extra calories, and then back into weight loss mode. And I want to tell you all something. My weight, no surprise to me because I'm living my life in this body, my weight is higher now than it was after my May, June, July relapse. And I had several peaks during that May, June, July relapse. My weight loss graph, my weight graph looked like it made a capital W. I've talked about that several times. My weight is significantly higher right now than it was when I was going through all that. But I feel so good about where I am right now in my journey. I know that I'm healthier right now, physically and mentally, than I was when my weight was peaking during that relapse. I have just gained weight by overeating. And that is progress. I'm excited about that. I'm really proud of that, actually. I'm excited to be overweight right now from overeating. And I don't mean overeating like I ate foods that I shouldn't have eaten, or I ate more than I should have eaten. I just literally mean I ate more than my body could burn. I absolutely believe that God has been with me this whole time. And every meal I've eaten, every calorie I've consumed, I don't regret any of it, even though it's landed me right here where I'm absolutely asking all I can ask of these size 8 jeans that I did button for church this morning, just in case. My little size small t-shirt that's being stretched to the limit rose unexpectedly. I did not want anyone to see that I was using a rubber band. But they buttoned, so that's good. I am literally feeling great. I'm feeling great about knowing that I have just gained this weight without sugar, without flour, and without binging. So that tells me I am overfueled. I have too much of a good thing right now. Too much nutrition, too much macro and micronutrients. And I can also tell you that it's you know, when you stuff yourself, I'll say any of us, when we stuff ourselves with poison, that does a very different thing to our bodies than if we overeat nutrition. And I can tell you, the shape of my body is, well, I don't know the science behind this, but I have heard, we've all heard that if you overeat, you know, this or that, or it can do different things to your body, and you might gain weight in different places in different ways. So I'm just overweight right now. That's all there is to it. I'm not, I don't feel bloated. I don't feel like I'm retaining a whole lot of water. It's just solid weight, and it's from nutrition. For the first time, I think, in my life. This is progress. I say all the time, we don't gain our weight back. We gain new weight. This is brand new weight. And this is the best weight I've ever gained. In fact, here's how overweight I am. I'm actually overweight again. on my app that I use, I've gone from a normal weight to like, ding, it's just barely there, but it's back in the overweight category. And this is honestly me facing a fear. I was like determined I will never be in that overweight category again. Well, here I am. And again, I am absolutely further on my journey than I've ever been. I feel better physically. Oh, that's debatable. I will feel better physically here in a minute when I put some sweatpants on. That's true. I probably will. I'm gonna save these jeans. I think I'm gonna preach in these jeans next Saturday. This whole outfit. I think I'm gonna redo this. I want to share with you all that we're making progress. We're absolutely making progress. And I want to tell you that while I'm headed towards my goal weight now, which by the way, I absolutely believe God has given me this goal weight. And I was laughing with my husband this morning. I said, you know, I could just change my goal weight and then I'd be a whole lot closer to it. And he was like, well, I don't think so. He knows me well enough to know that he knows when I want to wiggle out of, just wiggle out of maybe where God wants me. And he does not let me. So I was laughing with him saying, I could just change my goal weight. I could just make my goal weight a whole lot higher and then I'd be almost there, right? I could just go buy bigger jeans and call it a day. But while I'm headed towards my goal weight again, I'm gonna get there. I've been pretty close to it before, but I had gotten there in ways that were not sustainable. The first time I got down to my lowest weight, there was a lot of restricting and binging involved. So I was following the plan that I was following the food plan that I'm still following, but I'm following it very differently now. The first time I got down to a low weight, there was restricting involved and binging. And I got pretty low, and this is when I've shared with you all before that my mom said, wow, Emily, this is amazing. You know, you've done awesome. And I said, well, I'm still not experiencing freedom. And it was because I was following the weight loss food plan, but then still binging on protein. I would eat 3 or 4 days of protein. I was just doing it kind of wacky in a way that made sense to me. I was still holding myself accountable. Overall, I wasn't eating any more than the weight loss plan, but I was eating a whole lot on some days and none on others, probably because I was pretty hungry on some days. Then when I quit doing that and started following the plan more to the letter, well, then I relapsed. Then I would follow the plan until I couldn't anymore. And instead of overeating those food categories, I was just binging on sugar and flour. So here I am with my weight loss graph. I'm at another peak. Overall, it's still way down. I have experienced tight size 22s. I'm experiencing tight size 8s right now. But here I am, about to head towards weight loss again. And I can tell you this time around, I'm concerned with 2 things. Number 1, making sure I'm headed in the right direction. So next week when I weigh, what I'm looking for is less than what I saw on the scale today. I just ate a yellow square meal. After weighing this morning and seeing that my weight was way up, that is major progress for me. That I'm not letting the scale determine my behavior. I'm using the scale as data. You guys, we've come a really, really long way. I won't speak for all of us, but I'll speak for myself. I've gone from focusing on the weight to focusing on the way I run, the way I eat, to focusing on my Lord and Savior. That's huge. We've switched our focus several times now. It's like I've said so many times. If there was a kid on the track team and his ankles were hurting, the coach would not focus on his ankles. He would focus on the way that that kid was running. We've switched from focusing on being overweight to focusing on the way we're running. But starting November 1st, we made another very profound shift to keeping our eyes fixed on Jesus, Hebrews 12:2. And trusting that when we focus on Him, He'll help us run with endurance. Hebrews 12, verses 1 and 2. Let us throw off everything that hinders us and run with endurance, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the perfecter of our faith. That's the gist of it. So, this time around, while I'm headed towards my goal weight, I have two things I'm concerned with. Am I headed in the right direction? And how am I getting there? It's a little bit cliche to say that it's not just the destination, it's the journey. But that is so true. I refuse to starve my way there. I could. I've done it before. But then once I get there and I say, yippee, I'm here, then I'm ready to eat. I'm going to eat my way there. Like the very hungry caterpillar. I'm going to eat my way there. Does that caterpillar turn into a butterfly at the end of that book? Let's hope. Let's hope the caterpillar's not just a bigger caterpillar. I'm not going to starve my way there. And I'm going to enjoy the journey. I'm going to enjoy. It's so sweet, actually. I love it. I'm going to enjoy the trip on my way to goal weight. It's going to be fun. It's begun. And my plan is to eat at a whole lot less restaurants throughout the week. I don't think a week full of restaurants is going to help me see a lower number next Sunday morning. But with my girls, I'm so proud of us getting up, putting on church clothes, curling our hair, getting out the door without all the boys. It ended up being a little girls' afternoon. If they want to go out to lunch, I said, let's do it. We're in these cute little outfits. Let's leave them on for a couple more hours. I'm going to have fun on my way there. I'm going to focus on the direction I'm headed in and how I'm getting there. I am not going to concern myself with the pace. I'm not in a hurry. I'm really happy to be right where I am, traveling with you all. Like I said, I feel really good about having gained weight without eating sugar, without eating flour, and without binging, because I literally, there's on a cellular level, my body is experiencing basically just too much of a good thing, as opposed to an enormous amount of poison causing me to be swelled up. I feel really good, other than these jeans being so tight. And by the way, I keep taking a deep breath. My jeans are tight. I started this video and had to start it over so that I could unbutton them and breathe easier. They're tight. I ate a big lunch, and you all saw me drink 4 bottles of water. So I'm kind of full. Anyways, I wanted to share all that with you all, that I will be weighing. I'll be weighing Sunday mornings. I am going to be making sure that what I'm eating throughout the week, I'm eating in such a way that is having me lose weight. I may or may not be able to include that extra meal, that fruit, protein, fat, and grain in the afternoon. I won't have all this data for a while, however, because my number was quite inflated today after eating a ton yesterday. You saw my calendar. Did anybody notice? Half green, half pink, and a piece of popcorn. That picture said 1,000, said a whole lot more than 1,000 calories. That picture said a lot. And when I say I ate a ton, I mean that. I weighed it and measured it, and it was exactly 2,000 pounds. So my weight today is inflated. It should be pretty easy to see a lower number next week. And I expect to see a lower number, and I'll kind of roll with that. It might take me a few weeks to really feel like I'm seeing some accurate data. And then at that point, I'll make the decision whether or not it's working for me to have that 4th meal. That's it. I wanted to let you all know that my weight is up, and I'm feeling so good about where I am. And we all can, because we are on a journey. We're traveling together. We are learning so much. I've just gained weight in a way that I've never gained weight before. And it's the healthiest way I've ever gained weight. It's the healthiest way I've ever gotten unhealthy in my life. Mom, like Pops used to say over and over, things will seek their own level. This is seeking its own level. It's leveling out. I believe that. I sense it. I'm going to continue fueling myself well. I ran into the lay minister this morning, and he told me that church that I was filling in at, he said, "Good news, I think they found somebody." I said, "Oh, that's wonderful." A guy nearby that's used to be a school teacher and a pastor, and he's retired from both of those, and he was really missing pastoring a church. And so he's already agreed to take on the end of November all the way through Advent. Hallelujah, because all that really overwhelmed me, making sure to, like, when you preach, when you're somewhere long term, you need to be sure that you're addressing current events like Advent, like Veterans Day, like so much. My sermons were more like, I just kind of came in there like a revival. But then he did say, "Now there's another church and the pastor just passed away, so I might be calling you." I want to be ready. I want to be physically, spiritually, mentally ready to discern this call. It's been really, really nice going to church with my kids. I was not necessarily expecting them to ask me to fill in again, but there's a need. So they can ask, and I can discern my answer. I love you all dearly. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to do something that I've I don't think I've ever done. And I'm gonna roast a turkey. Not for Thanksgiving, just because I bought one to feed my army. I'm gonna roast a turkey. I will, let's see what time it is. I will have my afternoon, I'm gonna go ahead and commit this to you all now. I will have my afternoon protein, fruit, fat, and grain. I'll show you a picture of it. It'll be 1 piece of Ezekiel bread, 1 tablespoon of butter, 2 eggs, and 6 ounces of mango. Dinner will be tilapia. Even though there's gonna be a big roasted turkey, hopefully. But I'll go ahead and eat the broccoli and corn and tilapia and butter that I made a couple days ago. You know what? Forget that turkey. I'll roast that turkey another time. I got a bunch of fish in the refrigerator that needs to get eaten up. So, I commit to eating those 2 things now. I'll wrap this video up, get this out there. I love you all dearly. Thank you for traveling with me. I will continue putting videos out and showing you what all I eat all the way through the month of November. And then December, we will start something new. Much better. Hooray for sweatpants. All right, I'm gonna do some laundry, drink more water, enjoy some decaf coffee, and I will show you my pictures of the rest of the food, the rest of the calories that I will consume for today. Good night. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. I just noticed there's a little black calf in my backyard. You want to see? Okay, that's it. See you tomorrow.